Hey Ascension, Ken Deeks here with a thought and a prayer from the daily office for Saturday. Well, one of the readings for today from morning prayers from Acts chapter 12, and I think it has to rate as one of the funniest stories in the Bible. Yeah, the reading starts at Acts 12 verse 11, but the context here, if you've been reading along through Acts, is that Peter has been imprisoned and an angel comes and essentially breaks him out of prison, wakes him up, tells him to, get dressed, wrap your cloak, follow me. And the story tells us that he did not know what was being done by the angel, if it was real or if it was a vision. And when they had passed the first guard and the second guard, so already it sounds funny, as I can just imagine Peter looking at these guards as he walks past them and wondering why they can't see him and see what's going on. And then continuing in verse 11, when Peter came to himself, he said, "Now I am sure that the Lord has sent his angel and rescued me." And when he realized this, he went to the house of Mary, the mother of John, whose other name was Mark, where many were gathered together and were praying. They're praying for Peter. And when he knocked at the door of the gateway, a servant girl named Rhonda came to answer. Recognizing Peter's voice in her joy, she did not open the gate, but ran in and reported that Peter was standing at the gate. So immediately I can see Peter. He's standing at the gate. He sees the servant coming, but instead of opening the gate, she turns around and runs away. And Peter's probably standing there saying, "What? It's me. It's Peter. Let me in." And so she goes back and she reports that Peter's at the gate. Of course, they're praying for Peter. What do they say? They say, "You're out of your mind. What? You actually think the Lord is answering our prayers? Stop bothering us with the answer to the prayer we're praying." But she kept insisting that it was so. She didn't have to say it twice. She had to say it a number of times. She kept insisting that it was so. And meanwhile, Peter continued knocking. So here's the servant girl in the house trying to convince the people that are praying that the Lord has answered their prayer. They don't believe that that's the case. And meanwhile, Peter, whose prayer has been answered, is standing at the gate knocking. I mean, I wish somebody would do a short film on this scene. Absolutely hilarious. And Peter continued knocking. And then when they opened, they saw him and were amazed. Beautiful. Oh, my goodness. How many times do I just shoot a prayer up to heaven and then not even think about or have any sense of expectation that the Lord would answer that prayer? How would my life be different? How would your life be different if whenever we prayed with expectation, but also with humility? As the prayer of St. John Chrysostom says in morning, we pray it in morning prayer. Lord, that our hearing our desires and petitions as may be best for us. So, faith and expectation doesn't mean we always get what we pray for. Woe to us if we always got what we prayed for. But at the same time, having a sense of awareness of, especially when we feel like we're praying for something that is really God's will, that we would pray with expectation, and then we would live our lives watching and waiting and not doubting when the Lord actually answers our prayer. What a beautiful, beautiful story.